Who didn't spend their childhood pulling wheelies on a Raleigh chopper or a grifter, or getting air on a Raleigh burner after watching ET? Okay, you might be getting a little bit long in the tooth for those particular moves, but you actually can still experience the same classic Raleigh fun as a grown-up. There's a whole range of Raleigh e-bikes designed to power you to whatever type of riding you want to do. Whether it's speeding about the city without breaking a sweat, or whether you're after some extra oomph on your off-road adventures or bikepacking trips, Raleigh's ever-growing e-bike range does have it covered. In this video, I'm going to take a look at 4 different models to help you decide which Raleigh e-bike is best for you. An e-bike is literally a bike with an electric motor to boost your pedaling. In the UK, an e-bike can legally assist you up to 15.5 miles an hour. So once you reach the speed, the assistance backs off and then you're riding under your own steam. The motor is allowed a maximum power of 250 watts, and a UK legal e-bike has to have 2 pedals as its main form of propulsion. The electric assist has to be activated by you turning the pedals rather than by twisting a throttle. So that's the basics. But just like conventional bikes, there are a lot of different categories of e-bike to choose from, all designed for different types of riding and different types of terrain. And as with conventional bikes, you can expect specific features such as suspension, bigger tyres, and a more rugged build for off-road riding, whereas an e-bike designed for the tarmac will generally be fully rigid, lighter, and nippier. If you want to make the morning commute at least 10 times more enjoyable without breaking a sweat, a lightweight, speedy machine like the Raleigh Trace is the e-bike for the job. The Trace has a classic looking frame shape with sleek straight tubes, and at a glance, you might not even notice that it's an e-bike. The 250 watt-hour battery is neatly tucked away into the down tube, and the e-bike motion motor is in the rear hub. You've got a discrete display and control panel on the top tube. It's literally freedom from gridlock at the touch of a button. The Trace weighs 16.5 kilos, which is light for an e-bike. On the flat, you could easily find yourself pedaling at over 15.5 kilometers per hour without the electric assistance. But when you come to a hill or you need to accelerate away from the lights, that's when you'll really notice the boost. The range of 50 miles could actually be a conservative estimate with this bike. Of course, low weight means low stress for apartment dwellers who carry bikes up and down steps on the regular. As you'd expect of an urban legend like the Raleigh Trace, it comes with all of the fixtures and fittings. Both front and rear lights, you've got mudguards and a rear pannier rack. There's a Shimano 9-speed drivetrain with a 40-tooth 1x chainring and Tetra hydraulic brakes, and it's priced pretty competitively at £2,199. If you're looking to take commuting to the next level and you need more range and extra comfort compared to the Trace with its smaller battery supplies, then check out the Raleigh Motus. With a bigger 400 watt-hour battery or 500 watt-hours on the in-tube Tour and Grand Tour models, you can get up to twice the range of the Trace, 100 miles compared to 50. It has an RST suspension fork with 50mm of travel, and it comes in different frame configurations, giving you the choice of either a step-through frame or a standard crossbar, as well as different specs with different gear systems, derailleur or hub. The top spec Motus Grand Tour is powered by a Bosch motor that supplies the assistance to the cranks rather than the rear wheel. Some people prefer the weight of the motor in a more central position, and the assistance comes in a smoother, more natural feeling way. It's also worth noting that the Bosch Active Line motor is virtually noise-free. With the bigger battery and motor drive unit plus the suspension, you're looking at an overall sturdier bike with a weight of 28.5 kilos. It is not messing about. Except it kind of is, because with a range that could take you from Raleigh's founding city of Nottingham all the way to London without breaking a sweat, A lot of easy riding is guaranteed. The bike is priced from £2,199 for the standard Motus, or £2,799 for the Motus Grand Tour. The Raleigh Centros is for people who want to go further afield or off the beaten track. It's basically designed for adventures with no limits for everyone. It has a 130-mile range thanks to a 625 watt-hour battery that beats both the Motus and the Trace, and it has a superior motor too. You get a mid-mounted Bosch Performance Line motor, which supplies more power to the cranks than the active line of the Motus, so that you can get up steep, gnarly climbs just by finessing the pedals. The Suntour neck suspension fork has 63mm of travel, 13mm more than the Motus's fork, so that going off-road is not only enabled, but actively encouraged. The wheels are 650B, slightly smaller than the diameter of the standard Road 700C of the Motus and the Trace, which does give maneuverability, strength, and tyre clearance. As such, they come with some pretty chunky 55mm Schwalbe Marathons. For portage, it comes with a pannier rack, but there's also a built-in modular rail system, making it easy to carry extra water bottles and batteries if you're nowhere near a water or electricity supply. There are two models, one uses a Shimano Nexus 8-speed hub and the other uses a Shimano Alivio 9-speed derailleur system. Prices are £2,999 for the derailleur version and £3,099 for the hub gear equipped Centros. If you're after an e-bike that can handle heavy-duty commuting and heavy cargo haulage too, the Raleigh Modum is an all-new urban utility bike that ticks all of the boxes, combining features of the Motus and the Centros with a cargo-friendly frame. It has a 500 watt-hour battery and a 100-mile range like the Motus, but it has the superior Bosch Line Performance mid-mounted motor of the Centros, so that when it's in beast of burden mode, it can power any payload. Small 20-inch wheels leave plenty of space to load up the Modum while keeping the centre of gravity as low as possible. The other benefit of small wheels is that they're super strong, especially when they're shod with super wide 60mm Schwalbe pickup cargo tyres. It can go, but it can also stop. The Modum is spec'd with Shimano MT200 mountain bike hydraulic disc brakes with a big 180mm rotor at the front and a 160mm rotor at the rear. As for gearing, to keep things simple, there's a bomb-proof Shimano Nexus 5-speed hub and a 38-tooth chainring. Nicely judged gears that will work well with the Bosch motor for a good range of speeds, keeping the cadence even. The Modum is all about keeping things simple and practical, and it's for that reason that the aluminium frame comes in just one size, with the adjustability taken up by the dropper seat post and the adjustable stem. It comes with SKS mudguards, lights front and rear, and a modular carrier that makes it simple to add extra haulage capacity if you need it. And finally, in keeping with the simplicity and practicality that is the bike's USP, it comes in a single build option for £3,399. So that's 4 extremely compelling reasons to swap 4 wheels to 2, and Raleigh's e-bike range doesn't even stop there either. Looking for a long-tail e-cargo bike or something else we just haven't covered? Go and check out their website to see the details of the rest of their range. Let me know down in the comments below though, which of these bikes is your favourite? If you enjoyed the video, then please do drop it a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see you again very soon.